Hello, Master Manifestors. Today we're talking about Manifestation Mindset Part 1, Coherence and Calibration. Specifically, we're talking about state calibration, which is like your state of being, your multi-layered experience of reality. And we'll be talking about this in 3 parts today. It'll be nature and neuroscience, how those specifically the biology and the neuroscience of your body and how it contributes to your experience within the matrix. We'll be talking about consciousness-based reality and how it affects physical-based reality. And we'll be discussing presets, which are your mental presets, probability, and potential in manifestation. So stay tuned. Insight number 1, nature and neuroscience. Brain and nervous system are the anchors of how you experience reality. Coherent thoughts, emotions, and actions create a more consistent experience by stabilizing your behavior and what enters your awareness. Salience is what your entire system considers important and determines what stories are available to you mentally. Repetition reinforces neural pathways to automate processes and maintain your identity. And you also conserve energy by maintaining consistency. Insight number 2, consciousness based reality. We can only perceive what our mind allows to enter our awareness. This is just simple neuroscience, attention, our brain's conserving energy. It needs consistent input and output for our character and our story to make sense. And it will only let into your awareness what matches the presets and the identity. Perception provides clarity, contrast, capability for more capacity, for a greater capacity for reality. Consciousness doesn't create reality, it filters it. It it filters it through the potential and the probability. And the matrix is both physical and consciousness based, working together. You can lean into accomplishing goals through one method or the other. So if you think about it like if you're acting in the physical and you're planning things out, you're setting goals, you're acting more through a physical based concept. If you're, concentrating on being and focusing and expanding your awareness, you're doing it through more of a consciousness base. There's not a right way, there's just different ways to do some. Insight 3, presets, potential, and probability. Presets are associations that we have about things before we're aware of them, before they enter our awareness. These are the ideas we have about things that are automatic. And brain scans show that these awareness automations activate before we can even consciously choose to interpret or decide how we feel about something. It's already done. So repetition reinforces these presets. Everything that we do, say, think, feel, and free will becomes more functional in the foundational values and priorities. And a lot of the time, that is what we are concerned about when we say that somebody is responsible or that they intended harm. We are concerned with their values and their priorities and how that might affect safety, which is completely natural and understandable. You should feel that way. But you need to program the presets by observing without resisting. You need to allow things to be and just see them like the current processes, because otherwise you're going to resist and they're going to move out of your attention. And potential becomes probability with the right presets. Your presets become your potential and your probability. So, bonus, this is a message about magic. When we want something to be magical, we usually mean that we want it to be effortless and almost instant, just a total transformation right away. And manifestation is instant in that it starts inside you and it starts in your imagination, in your internal world, which is also very real. It is a very real aspect of a reality. You don't want to discount that experience. The internal and the external are both equally important to your experience. But it's not magical because it follows the rules of causality. You can't always recognize the mechanisms behind manifestation or, why it appears to be instant or so sudden or so synchronistic sometimes. And often in astronomical odds. I experience that every day. Experience astronomical odds every single day in some of the little events that I see. But I understand there are still underlying mechanisms at play. There is still a story, a collective situation going on in which I have a fractal perspective, in which we all have a fractal perspective and awareness. And recognizing this aspect of reality affects how you interact with life right now. Because if you're waiting for some magical moment in the future, you're missing the present. It's not some undesirable thing, it's a fluid story unfolding. You are this incredible, epic saga endlessly unfolding. Thank you for listening. Please like, subscribe, and sign up for the Method Muse newsletter in the description below.